Eldoria, a land of vibrant forests and shimmering rivers. The air hummed with ancient magic. Mystical creatures roamed freely. It was a kingdom of peace and prosperity, ruled by the noble King Alaric and his beloved Queen Elara.
Elara was known for her courage and kindness. She was the heart of Eldoria. Her laughter echoed through the castle halls.
But a shadow loomed on the horizon, a darkness that threatened to consume their happiness. The very mention of Malakar sent shivers down the spines of Eldoria's people. A powerful sorcerer, consumed by greed and lust for power, he desired to bend Eldoria to his will, to enslave its people and steal its magic.
I had banished Malakar years ago, but the sorcerer had found a way back. He returned with vengeance burning in his heart.
Vowing to unleash his wrath upon Eldoria, he would stop at nothing to claim the kingdom as his own. The war was swift and brutal. Queen Elara, a fierce warrior, led the fight against Malakar. She fought with unmatched bravery and skill, but her valor came at a terrible cost.
In a final act of defiance, I struck a fatal blow to Malakar's second-in-command, but not before a dark spell found its mark.
She fell, her light extinguished, leaving Alaric and Eldoria cloaked in grief. Alaric was shattered. The weight of his grief threatened to consume him. His heart ached with every breath. The once vibrant king retreated into a shell of despair.
The castle walls seemed to close in, suffocating me with memories.
Eldoria mourned. The loss of their queen was a heavy blow. The kingdom, once filled with joy, was now shrouded in sorrow. The flowers wilted and the songs of the forest fell silent. Deep in the whispering woods lived Lira, a young woman with a gift for healing. Her touch could mend not only wounds of the flesh, but also soothe the deepest pains of the heart.
Word of my abilities reached the grieving king. Desperate for solace, Alaric summoned me to the castle. He hoped I could ease the pain that gnawed at his soul.
Lira arrived at the castle, a beacon of warmth in the cold, somber halls. Her presence brought a flicker of hope to the grieving court. Her gentle spirit and compassionate heart offered a glimmer of light in their darkest hour.
With time and patience, I began to chip away at the wall of grief surrounding Alaric. I shared stories of hope and resilience, reminding him of the beauty that still existed in the world.
Slowly, very slowly, Alaric began to heal. Years passed. Eldoria slowly began to heal under Alaric's guidance. Lira became a trusted advisor and friend, but the respite was not to last. A shadow fell upon Eldoria once more.
News arrived at the castle. Malakar was alive. The dark sorcerer had returned, more powerful and more ruthless than before.
His wrath was palpable, a suffocating darkness that threatened to extinguish Eldoria's light forever. Terror gripped the hearts of Eldoria's people. The memory of Malakar's previous attack was still fresh in their minds. The fear was palpable, a suffocating blanket that threatened to smother their hope.
I knew what I had to do. I would confront Malakar. I would protect my people, even if it meant sacrificing everything I held dear.
Section 5. The Abduction. Malakar's return was swift and brutal. He laid waste to villages, his magic leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. He was not simply content with conquering Eldoria. He sought to break its spirit.
I must prepare for war, though my heart is heavy with the knowledge that I might not succeed this time. My resolve is unwavering, fueled by the love for my people and the memory of my beloved Elara.
But Malakar had a different plan. He wouldn't face Alaric directly, not yet. He sought to exploit the king's one weakness, the one person who had brought him back from the brink of despair.
In a daring midnight raid, my minions and I stormed the castle. Our target was not the king, but the healer Lira. We seized her, vanishing into the night before anyone could raise a hand in her defense.
Section 6. A race against time. The news of Lira's abduction reached Alaric like a physical blow. Despair threatened to engulf him once more, but this time it was laced with a fierce determination.
I will find Lira. I will save her from Malakar's clutches.
Gathering his most trusted knights, Alaric set out in pursuit. Their journey was fraught with danger, Malakar's magic twisting the very fabric of the land, creating treacherous obstacles at every turn. Days turned into nights as Alaric relentlessly followed Malakar's trail. He pushed himself and his men to their limits, driven by the thought of Lira's gentle smile and the fear of what Malakar might do to her.
Finally, we arrived at Malakar's stronghold. A desolate fortress, shrouded in an unnatural darkness, stood as a testament to the sorcerer's cruelty. I know I must face Malakar, and I know the cost might be unbearable.
Alaric's heart was heavy, but his resolve was ironclad. The fate of Eldoria and the life of Lira hung in the balance. The battle raged. Alaric, wielding his sword with the fury of a man possessed, fought his way through Malakar's forces. Each fallen enemy brought him one step closer to Lira, but also deeper into the heart of Malakar's trap.
Lira! Hold on, I'm coming!
He found Lira imprisoned within a cage of dark magic. Her eyes, though filled with fear, held a glimmer of hope as she saw Alaric. But that hope turned to terror as Malakar appeared, his eyes gleaming with cruel amusement.
A choice, Alaric. Your life for hers.
It was a cruel parody of love, a twisted game designed to break the king's spirit. Alaric didn't hesitate. He would gladly give his life for Lira's.
Take me, Malakar. Spare her.
But Lira had other plans. As Alaric moved to accept Malakar's offer, she summoned the last vestiges of her magic. A wave of pure white light erupted from her, engulfing Malakar in a blinding flash.
No, Alaric, this ends now.
The light subsided. Malakar was gone, his dark magic dispelled by Lira's selfless act, but the victory came at a terrible cost. Lira, weakened beyond measure, collapsed into Alaric's arms.
Lira, no! Stay with me!
She was dying, her life force extinguished by the effort of defeating Malakar. As Alaric held her close, her hand weakly reached up to caress his cheek, her touch as light as a feather.
Live and remember.
Her hand fell limp, her eyes closing for the final time. The light that had shone so brightly within her was extinguished. Alaric's grief was all-consuming. He had defeated Malakar, saved his kingdom, but at the cost of the woman he had come to love more than life itself. His heart shattered anew, the pain more profound than before. Eldoria rejoiced at Malakar's defeat, but their celebrations were muted, overshadowed by the news of Lira's sacrifice. The kingdom mourned the loss of their healer, the woman who had saved them all.
We will never forget her. Her spirit will guide us.
Alaric, his heart heavy with grief, vowed to honor Lira's memory. He would rule with the same compassion and kindness she had shown him. Her spirit would guide him, her love a beacon in the darkness. He built a monument in her honor, a testament to her sacrifice and the power of love. It stood as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, light can prevail and love can conquer all. Generations passed. The story of Alaric and Lira became legend, a tale whispered by the wind, a song carried on the breeze. The memory of their love echoed through the ages, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Eldoria flourished, a testament to their sacrifice. The kingdom remained a beacon of hope, a place where magic and nature coexisted in harmony. And in the hearts of its people, the memory of Alaric and Lira lived on. A reminder that even in a world of magic and wonder, it is love that truly conquers all.